Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It's time for more Workers and Resources. I'm your lovely host, Kelvin. So where we last left off, we started charging a worker battery. I had forgotten to turn on auto search here, so, well, now it's fine for them to just go. Ahem. Let's go. Fine. Or not. I don't know. Well, in that case, I guess I'm going to have to specify some things. Come on, I have to get you out here and maybe get to work. Or... oh yeah. There we go. I'm like, why is this not working? No, because I'm pressing the wrong button like an idiot. Alright. But yeah. I want to maybe get you guys going, or on anything. Will you send a bus now? Good. Oh well, the worker battery's at least charged. So anyway, start you. And I'm going to work a lot on civic planning today, once I get my AGMU running. Because I do want the track building to start. Alright. You can see it loaded in there, all nice and snug. Yeah, buildings without power supply is actually irrelevant, but that's fine. Alright. You may now return to your road depot. Alright. So this AGMU track builder, which... well, yeah, okay. Anyway. Can build at 10 track speed, which I guess requires 20 workers. I was expecting it to do 10, but that's fine. And it's also going to require some resources. Specifically, it's going to require what? Gravel, prefab panels, steel, and electric components. So that's actually going to require its own distribution office entirely to keep it stocked. It's also going to require fuel, which I think I can do. Oh no, I can't because it technically has no power, right? Yes, great. Now I state this technically has no power. It's actually perfectly fine that it has no power. And I want to state that unequivocally. Alright, so I'll have to handle that some other way. Because I can't really... I have very few distribution offices. Like, I get, what, 5? Apparently I somehow have no free excavator. Oh yeah, no free excavator. Because why would I need one? I have bulldozers. They're just as good. Well, honestly, the closer this distribution office is to the customs house, the better. So... I'm just going to try and find any place I can really put it. Which turns out there isn't too many. Alright. Good enough. So, as I mentioned before, this is going to need a covered hull, an open hull, and a dumper. I think this thing has actually pretty sizable storage, so yeah, like 80% is fine. We do not need bricks nor boards, at least not yet. So I can cut these out. And yeah, that should be fine. Alright, I guess I will need an oil tanker. Nice, it's called a cistern. Alright, cistern. You will go here to here. Unload fuel. Load fuel. Wait until unloaded. Since this thing has, like, yeah, 3 parking spots, so it should be fine. So I'm just going to permanently occupy one of the load-unload zones. Which is fine. It really is. Alright. Where the heck's the dumper? There, good. Because, yeah, I'd like to get this started, if nothing else. And battery of workers is charged. 5 panels have arrived. There we are. The AGMU started up. It's going to slowly but steadily construct our railway. Alright. And it's very slow, unfortunately. I wonder if the power supply reduces the building's efficiency. That's something I should maybe test. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to do. Like, even just a small little electric substation here. Of course, that would actually require being able to connect anything worth a damn. Dang it. Yeah, there's just not enough space. Well, in that case, I guess I'll just take this route. Yeah. Let's cancel that and start construction. Good. Alright, so we'll hook up to power and maybe that will help. It does kind of feel like the AGMU is just so incredibly slow, though. Alright, so back to work out here. I have a large urban center, which, for the record, between the episodes, I was wise and turned off Get Citizens. I just didn't want to spend, like, the couple minutes doing that on camera. Not engaging content, really, is it? So, yeah, now, we're going to do the rest of our urban planning today. So, currently I've got, what, 5,000 citizens here, of which 2,000 will be children. Children can be broken up into 3 roughly equal-sized age cohorts: 0 to 6, 6 to 12, or no, 0 to 6, 7 to 15, and 15 to 21. The child cohort is a little bit bigger at 8 years, but it's close enough generally. So that means of approximately 2,000 children that I should be expecting, 1/3 will be in need of kindergarten. And that is, what, 700? So, math tells me I will need 3 kindergartens. In practice, I can probably get away with 2. So I probably will. Alright. I should also, you know what, the first thing I know I need to do is connect all these up. So that way I'll have an idea of what my walking ranges will be. So that way I can always make sure to make sure that everything's connected properly, and I'm not accidentally missing out on potentially large parts of things. And yeah, some of these are a bit longer than I anticipate, so that might be a problem. We'll see. Alright. And I mean, one of the first things I need to make sure I handle is small garbage pickup. Ugh. You're telling me this is going to be bugged, isn't it? Yeah. Because the roads aren't finished yet. I'm not really going to have any info on the connection. Which is fine, I suppose. Like, I can make it work. I just have to do rough guesstimating and hope for the friggin' best. Which I hate doing. I do absolutely hate doing. Now, that said, one of the things I actually wanted to do since I'm playing in the tropical or Asian biome is I'm going to actually be able to use a lot more of these outdoor buildings that usually I would skip over because, you know, it doesn't work below friggin' like 15. Well, you know what? That's great as far as I'm concerned. That's great. Hell yeah. We're always going to be above 15. I'm trying to map out and plan in my head all the things I need. And, yeah, so we start with the kindergartens. Like this can apparently reach there. How do you reach there, out of curiosity? Like, that is just disappearing into the construction site, isn't it? So... yeah, we'll definitely be fine to reach all the people here. So, each one of these, I think, will end up with 2 kindergartens. They won't be full-size ones. So that's 270 times 2. That is 540. I am still in need of about 2 more of those, yeah. They're all of equal efficiency. I can... ugh. Yeah, we'll just do this small little kindergarten here. And here. There, that should give us enough. Now, I need school as well. So, there is the 540 school, but I've noted to never use it. Because it's actually massive, and has a stupidly huge footprint and super annoying to deal with. And given the number I need anyway, I'm going to be wanting 2 schools of 360, which have a very small footprint and are very easy to place, which is super cool. Like, I can definitely just fit this stuff in right behind the kindergarten and compact it. Basically using very little to no additional floor space. I should make sure it's gravel, just in case. Alright. So that takes care of basic children education. So, waste is giving me anxiety, so I'm going to take care of it next. Waste kind of always gives me anxiety, though. I need so many. So much. Alright. Yeah, and I have no idea how far apart they are. I think I'm just gonna have to, like, bite my proverbial bullet and not worry about it. And hope to God it's good enough. Yeah, because what the hell else am I gonna do? God, this roadway still isn't finished? Come on. Okay, good. The buses are kind of flowing. Oh, you only are auto search of 1,000 meters. There we go. There are no workers at the station. Yeah, not anymore. The AGMU is almost... oh no, it did complete the first bit of track. Then it completes this, and then it will start turning around, heading towards here. I think it's in 63 I'll unlock a better track builder. So I've still got a couple of years to actually build it before it needs to be retired. But that's fine. Alright. Actually, looks like we're good. Okay, I'm going to start terminating the service road. Because, being fully realistic here, the service road is no longer necessary. There. Nice. With the highway now constructed... I now can start just sending everything along the highway. The beauty of having two roads like this is that vehicles know how to overtake. So having the slow vehicles go along the same road is perfectly fine. Normally, you know, if you have any counter traffic, that shuts the whole damn process down. But that's not going to be the case here. Alright. Just keeps dropping things off. I think they're actually dropping off the bulldozers, which is cool. They'll help out with the roadways since they're so far away. Biome is doing its best. It has to go back so often too, because it has so little capacity. Alright. Okay. Alright. But yeah, we're getting material put into it. So, I guess I'm just going to have to accept that I need to work elsewhere on the rest of the civic planning here. So, each of these can do... I'm not going to double hook in wires here, so we're going to say 2.35 megawatts, which is not exactly a particularly round number, but nothing is when it comes to electrical calculations. Now, the max power consumption per day of these flats is 18 megawatts. Which, fun fact, when you learn that there are 60 seconds or 60 hours in a day in this game, the calculations actually become possible. I know a lot of people don't know that, and it took me forever to know that. In fact, I might be talking out my ass when I say this, because the only source I have for this is some fucking random like Steam forum post where somebody's like, yeah, so I tested based on like how much power is generated and sold and yada yada yada, and like, oh yeah, it's generating, you know, it's freaking 60 times its hours or whatever. So I forget. I honestly don't remember how that post went. All I remember is, oh my god, there's 60 hours in a day. No wonder none of my math based off of a 24-hour day made any sense. Anyway, where was I? So, this consumes 18 megawatt hours per day maximum capacity. I am going to ignore everything that isn't a residential building and hand wave by saying that these wires only carry 2. Now 2 times 60 is 120. So these wires will transit 120 megawatts per day. Simple. So I need 1.5 wires for every 10. And I have, what, like 22? So I need 3. And even then, that might not be quite enough. I'll do 4. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? I'll do 4. Which is fine. Actually, I could try and set up a central power holder. Oh no, right, there's still the outer ring. So, not a chance. Alright. But I can probably set up a pair here. And a pair over here. And that should get us good coverage. It's all slowly getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh well. Oh no, there's no extras. It's fine. But yeah, I need to get more workers, damn it. More workers. Alright, I still also have one more emergency building I need to construct, and that is the fire station. The fire station I have to construct last, which is always dangerous because I sometimes do forget it, because it goes here. Alright. The fire station has to go there for a fairly simple reason, because it makes it easy to... Oh yeah, that's not done yet. Fine. Because it then is like kind of in a place to move around here really quickly. And also access the footpath network to get into here. Since it'll be able to go droop, droop, through the footpaths to reach these really easily. Since we're going to have a road directly in there. Alright, so one particular note. I basically want to make sure the hospital has its own garbage disposal. And it's very important, and it is super deadly if I don't. I'm actually trying to think how the best way to handle it is. And like try and make sure it's exclusive for the hospital if at all possible. But unfortunately, that might not be super possible. But if I pull this back far enough, like, I doubt it's going to get around to those. I think the only other thing it might hit is the shopping center, which is honestly probably fine. The hospital is a pain point that has killed me many times in the past, because if, simple if, the hazardous waste ever overflows, this thing emits enough pollution to kill everybody. In the hazardous waste tank, I can't separate it particularly easy early on. It's actually a problem. One of the only solutions I've really got is literally parking a freaking like waste truck just in the hospital at all times. Either way, it's going to require some work. The AGMU. The AGMU can turn around on the track, so it can build out this, and then turn around and start building out this. And it works beautifully. Alright. So, I think I actually want another bus to try and coax my customs house into giving me more workers. Wrong one. I'd like to view the line detail and ideally enable line spacing. So line spacing will cause the buses to not necessarily go at their maximum speed until they are much farther apart from each other. And that will coax us into giving us many more workers, I hope. Good. More workers, more things get built out here. And faster. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to need water. I still need a lot more state infrastructure, I think. Bare minimum, I need a technical and Communist Party residence, or university. They can be fairly small, or they can be the small ones, I mean. So it's not that big of a deal. It'll be pretty easy for everyone to fully access. How are you building this? Oh, yeah, the stretch road's actually super long. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, things are slowly getting built anyway. So yeah, that takes care of all of the state infrastructure outside technical services, which I'll be handling elsewhere. Okay, good. So now we're on to the residential area proper. We did the shopping center first, since that's kind of like the core critical part to do. We'll need a couple of pubs, yeah. Although, it's so dangerous to give them alcohol before I have a medical university. I don't want to do it, but I think I have to. Yeah. The medical university lets you research alcohol standards and makes alcohol kill people a lot less. It is actually a very important tech that's often overlooked in the early game. In fact, I think a lot of people's early game strategy for this is to not deploy alcohol at all because of not having the safety standards. Which is fair, it's like a solid strategy, but in this case I'm going to use the alcohol. Be damned with the consequences. Hopefully, by any luck, this will actually have this track built by the time we get the better track builder. Alright. So hypothetically, I send you back here. I want this thing to be full. Okay, so it's still not going. Alright, that's fine. I was looking to find out if that was going to work. But no, it seems like it's impossible to have the depot supply this with fuel, which is deeply unfortunate. Also, yeah, do a 5-kilometer range search. For track building. Okay. Yeah, I sure hope that, like, this depot can auto-search the range. It's fairly far away, so it's one of those, we'll see. We shall see. Alright, so what now we're on to doing culture. Now, the culture buildings, if possible, I wouldn't mind actually, like, putting here in a very accessible area. Because they, like, house a lot of people in their thing. Sorry. Didn't realize you needed that. Building in the way. I think we can squeeze this through, yeah. Perfect. So yeah. This should now have, relatively speaking... Yeah, damn. Does not have full access. We'll have to gravel it over, which is fine. 96. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like a decent amount of this might have to get graveled over. Which is fair. 18. Yep. Almost. There we are. Alright. Now the amphitheater has full access to all of the buildings. Perfect. As does the cinema. This is an access road for fire, so honestly just even... you know what? I've been doing gravel for these, so continue that. Alright. So that's pretty good, and then for good measure, I'll put down a couple houses of culture. They're much worse, but they'll do fine. I didn't be able to fit them in. No, I should definitely leave these open. They're very useful for placing infrastructure later. Oh, yes. Actually, not too bad an idea. Really make use of... Ooh, yeah, that's good. Assuming I can get there. Basically no additional footprint if I can fit it behind the pub. Nice. Change of plan. That's a good way to conserve my footprint. Okay. Where is pub? Residential area. I'm loving how this is turning out, you know? It is turning into a, like, solid, well-oiled little, city. Of course you would do that. Can't necessarily replicate, the auto placement, unfortunately. Alright. Footpath. And should be able to get a gravel road on this one. Oh my god, really? Alright. Yeah, I guess it's just getting in a, you know, good road. It just gets an asphalt road. Whatever. Done. Okay. So that takes care of culture. We do need to do sport. Which is fairly easy. Alright. So there are a few of these buildings that I do find to be a bit of a trap, like the football field here and the tennis court. Because they only have one worker, and a worker can't come until that other worker leaves, they never operate for more than like 80% of the time, honestly. Like another worker cannot leave his house to take that job until the other worker has left his shift. It is super annoying, for the record, and sucks. But that's how it goes. What I can just simply do is not use those buildings, and for once I can actually use the outdoor swimming pool. I think it's literally the first time I have ever built this terrible, terrible building. It's actually not terrible, for the record. Shocking me for once. That, like the amphitheater, will actually work during the winter because I don't suffer the temperature drops that I otherwise normally would. So I can use those, and I can use the basketball and volleyball court that I have literally never used before. It's kind of wild, actually. And football field. Alright. But yeah. Look at this build. Alright. So yeah, we can do basket and volleyball. A big old football field. Nice. That's real tight. Okay, so that covers culture and sport. I'm not done yet. I still need to do some more attractions. Where are attractions getting at? Trees and accessories? No. Tourism, right? Yeah. So I do want to put in a couple of carousels. For good measure. Oh god, I've done the thing I was afraid I was going to do. Well, hopefully there's enough space. God, I hope there's enough space. Or I will cry. Yeah. Okay. I can work with this at least by realigning some paths. You know? But damn it, I did the thing I swore I wasn't going to do. Which is, I built a giant behemoth block here. And made it so I can't put in the goddamn garbage pickups. This is why not doing waste first gives me anxiety. I kind of talked about that at one point. But I'm just like, oh, whatever, I'll be smarter this time. I'm never smarter. I do this every goddamn time. I know it. But at least with this one, I end up in a bit of a looser situation, and I think I'm okay. I think I can make it work in almost all of the places I need it. I'm hoping anyway. So I get rid of these. Okay, there we are. As long as I place this first, it actually is generally okay. Alright. Yeah. So 87 meters, yeah, you can pick all that up. Good. Alright. Salvaged. This This road doesn't go anywhere. Well, it's definitely supposed to come out here. Which is fine, and allows me to put down the waste handlers here. At least maybe. First, I hope it does. Yeah. Good. Alright. I'm worried about this zone, but unless I can get... Well, I can get a second garbage container, so you know what, I will. Because this zone seems a little overserved. Alright. Be alright, and... What's our travel time out here? Only 2 hours. Honestly, it's not too bad. The GMU is getting closer. But yeah. So that covers waste. Pick up in the city anyway. Which might be enough to save us. I hope. The number of times that waste has killed me, I'm not gonna lie. It has been a lot. Most of my anxiety about what is well managed versus not is entirely based on waste. Alright. So, water. I'm trying to think where the best place to put it would be. Here? Yeah. Because it needs access to workers, but... Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I just plug it into here, it should have access to more than enough workers. At least I hope so. It supposedly doesn't, but it is probably fine. Okay. So I think that covers most of this. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hospitals, got a lot there. Should be good. Okay. I think the city is pretty close to done now. Like, I'll need to do some plumbing. Still need to implement the sewage discharge, which is going to go unceremoniously into the river over here. And then I'll need to actually build the pipes underneath. Honestly, having a second sewage discharge is also fine. It's way cheaper than running a friggin' pipe, so might as well. Well, there's the highway. Kind of more of a service road than anything else. But, yeah. Perfect. We'll get this done over here. I still need to build out our road. Which annoyingly does have to go all the way around like this. Perfect. Alright. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Ah, that's good. I love it. Love to see it. Okay. I don't know what to do about this. Like, I could try and just have a little split off station for coal, which would be fine. Actually pretty reasonable to do. But I don't know, I'm hesitant. Because I feel like I'm going to need this running. I don't know, you know what, I don't need it running sooner. A small little coal train will definitely have the throughput necessary. It'll be alright. Okay, so on that note, I need a power transformer to actually get our town to be able to be fed. Okay, and then I'm going to put a high voltage priority switch right here. So this high voltage priority switch will allow me to have multiple inputs feed a singular output. And I can inform it that I want it to, you know, take priority on certain things. So it will focus on taking power if I say generate it locally and mark it as high priority. But it allows me to have the, you know, import as a backup for whenever my coal power plant shuts down. Which, admittedly, is a lot more frequently than you'd expect. Alright, come on, I can do this. Hey. The lines are just a little bit drunk, but they get out here. That's what matters. Similar stick. There. And then we'll need... bring this around. Plug that in. Bring this around. Plug it in. Alright, so that's the electrical infrastructure just solved for now, since I'll be relying on imported power. Which is great. Water is a little bit trickier, but still not really that big of a deal. Alright, so for water, I will need some pumping stations, as well as a tower. Alright. Actually, can I put that there? Well done. I need it a little bit further back, because I'm also still going to need a pumping station. No, not a well. Big water pump. Yeah. Looks like it'll go about here. That'll do. And then that goes there. With the pump pumping it up to the tower. Now the tower naturally provides pressure, so from here I can simply hook the tower up to the substations. Hey, bada boom. Alright. So that's post-treatment water infrastructure solved. We'll need the pre-treatment infrastructure, which is easy enough. How far away can I put this? This far? You got it. And just put them across from each other like this. There. Alright. And then I need a single big pump. Or no, I need 2 big pumps, right? Because I've got 4 to deal with. Yeah, I'll put them here. There. Now each of these will produce 70 per day, which is fine. Combined is to 150, which is enough to fill 1 big water pipe. Acceptable angle, and you do the same. Good. Alright, that is all the water infrastructure taken care of. There is still, I guess, sewage. Wondering if there's anywhere I can pull off putting this where it would be central to hit everything. No, it'd be wiser just to do 2, like I do. Yeah, I need to be able to hit a few other things here and there. Alright, and then I combine you into a sewage switch. Somewhere about here. Pretty sure you guys aren't going to be producing too much sewage. And that the small ones should be fine. I'll have the central line going out be a 75 meter just in case. There is a plan for expansion after all. But it would be probably impossible for them to produce more than that. So that'll be fine. Alright, that's sewage taken care of. Alright, we have almost all the infrastructure we need. We don't have to worry about heat. So, and waste is, well, waste just needs, like, a thing to take care of it. But you know what? Let's gravel up this road. So that way I can also use it as my waste zone. Alright. Let's think. I am going to need a technical, or is that building residential? State infrastructure, right. Technical services. I probably only need 8. I have the advantage of not needing snowplows, so. But 8 should be acceptable. And then I just need the waste transfer station. We'll have a nice big one here. And there we go. Done. Alright, so that is actually everything. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've missed. Anything at all. I don't think so, though. I think that's legitimately everything I need to build. Christ, I hope so. Luckily, I'm smart and I'm going to save between episodes. So that way, if I fuck up, I'll find out. And not die. And be sent back to square one completely. Yeah. Not too bad. God, the HMU is still not done. Feel free to purchase some power for this thing, because I really would like to see if it will work any faster with power. Maybe I've been using the track builder wrong. No, it certainly doesn't look like it. Although it's still only at half speed. Come on. More workers. Yeah. Ran out of workers at a key moment. Yeah, it's doing the electrical. It's on the final piece of track now. Yeah, it's not going any faster. How unfortunate. I guess I do need to have the electrical system set up for the rail eventually. Although, railway stuff is kind of later on the to-do list. A lot later. So much work being done. The city will probably be ready, I'm hoping, by 63. I'm targeting 63 for move-in of our first citizens. Yeah. Ah, Lord. Alright. But without further ado, that I think will do it for today, folks. Yeah, it's pretty much just fast forwarding for me now. Fast forwarding. Just rapidly change between them. As long as I pulse the super speed, it probably is fine. It's not. Like, honestly, the number of times I get trucks and everything just stuck in each other if they, like, queue up to do anything, God help me. You know? The ultra super speed is never worth it. Oh, shit. AGMU is done, I think. Is it not? Oh my god, it literally just had like a capstone to do. Oh shit, yeah, it's gonna come back around and do all this stuff now, isn't it? I mean, fair enough. Listen, yeah, continue construction on, honestly, just everything. Just keep building the railway network until I get the better track builder. That's gonna be life. They're in. Nice. So. Someday this ship will get built. Someday. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kelvin. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.